How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of Belgian time. Belgian strong dark time in the form of Brasserie de Chouffe. It is their Nice Chouffe. It has been a very long time since I've had this beer. I can't remember the last time I had it. That's how long it's been, but I've had it a couple times. I actually think I might have reviewed this at one point, but never posted it. So, hey, second time's the charm, right? That's what they say. Not really. Anyway, first things first. This gets sent to me by Ralph, Florida Ralph. He sent me off a little kind of holiday box of deliciousness. So yeah, it's getting reviewed. Here we go. As far as what it says in here, I say Nice instead of nice. Nice Chouffe. It is a Bier Brun d'Iver, which is a Donker winter beer. Belgian dark ale brewed with spices, thyme, and cacao peel. 10% alcohol by volume. Let's read through this quick. Okay, speedy time talk. It says, Nice Chouffe, limited edition, brewed only once each winter, is Brasserie de Chouffe in the heart of Ardennes Forest of Belgium. Brasserie de Chouffe began brewing this intensely complex bottle-conditioned ale in 1993. This deep, dark winter warmer is a rich and tasty spice in full, complex, fruity, berry-like, vinous flavors that are complemented by malt overtones. Nice Chouffe is brewed from water malt through malted barley, hops, thyme, and dried orange peel, and a lot of dark candied sugar. Beer enthusiasts may wish to cellar this bottle immediately for enjoyment in the years to come, or serve at 60 degrees as an after-dinner drink. I just ate dinner too, so there you go. Let's see, it's best before February 2019. So, I used to go by the old 5-year rule when it came to Belgian beers, but I think they might have kind of knocked that down to 2 as of late. I hope it's a 5-year rule, but chances are this was brewed, or best before, or bottled, I should say, in February, the beginning of this year, which is 2017. So, almost a year on it. Label-wise, it's Chouffe. From the shape of the bottle to the little kind of elves, gnomes, whatever you want to call them on there. Chouffe through and through. I'm actually not the biggest Chouffe guy in the world. Their beers are nice, but I've never been a beer that has been like, holy shit to me. So, yeah, kind of excited to kind of dive into this. It's good to revisit beers. It's good to kind of revisit beers that you never thought you'd be big fans of, because, you know, that's the big thing when it comes to beers, when it comes to reviewing beers. If somebody's watching this review, 5 years from now, or 10 years from now, or 153 million years from now, taste change. And whether I have this beer now or 153 million years in the future, my palate might change. And I might like it different, I might like it less. So, it's done in absolute science. 2 fingers, creaminess on top, pretty rocky edges. Just got a soft kind of mahogany color to her, but nothing too hazy. I like my kind of Belgian darks, my Donkers, to be a bit hazy, and this one's kind of a bit clear. So, does she look like a Belgian? Sure. Does she look like a Belgian dark? Sure. She smells like. It's just, just check off the list of your Belgian darks. Getting a little bit of Belgian candy sugar in here. I'm getting a little bit of dark fruitiness, generic albeit, but a little bit of dark fruitiness in there. A little bit of spiciness. Nothing too crazy. I'm not talking about orange peel. I'm not talking about a little bit of what's the other one they kind of threw in there. It was a little thyme. Not really getting thyme at all. But yeah, it smells like a Belgian dark. Dark, rich, Belgian candied sugar. And, yeah, definitely a winter beer. So, she smells, I don't want to say generic, because that is putting a bad moniker on a beer that I think, or a beer style, I think is woefully unrepresented, or untouted, or unloved. So, she smells like a really nice Belgian dark. Let's just drink it. Cheers. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This is a drinking beer. This isn't a smeller beer. It's tasty as fuck. Man. This is a perfect example. Perfect example. If you watched my reviews, especially when I review American Belgian beers, of the proper usage of Belgian candied sugar. I don't even say the proper usage, proper Belgian candied sugar. Not that it's been being used wrong in American breweries, but I think a lot of times either the Belgian candied sugar they're using is wrong, or where they're getting it from, or maybe there's some trade secret that these Belgian breweries or these Trappist and Belgian breweries have that people just haven't figured out, which is whatever. Everybody knows everything at this point. It just has this extra depth and complexity to it, this richness to it that just the American breweries more times than not get wrong. Rich, nice, caramel, maltiness. You're getting this nice figgy datey thing kind of going on, and that's not even datey. It's more kind of fresher, more ripened raisin things and dates. There's a bit of spicy in there. It's more of like a heavier kind of pepperiness going on. Thyme, orange peel. I can get a little bit of orange from it actually, but thyme, I don't know. But there is a kind of spiciness that's kind of resting in the back of my throat. So that could be a little bit of that kind of heavy pepperiness with that little bit of thyme going on. But again, that Belgian candied sugar, that density, that heart and soul of the Belgian beer. Malt, hops, yeast, water, beer. What separates the Belgian darks is the Belgian candied sugar. And like I said, a lot of American breweries tend to come off more brown sugar, kind of burnt, caramelized brown sugar as opposed to Belgian candied sugar. And it's a big difference between the two. And this just has it on lock. This is kind of like rich, borderline kind of molasses vibe to it. Where it adds this extra depth and complexity that just makes the beer an absolute treat to fucking drink. Super tasty, super delectable. And just delicious. I forgot how good this beer is. I want to try this beer fresh. And I want to try this beer with 5 years on it. And I want to try this beer with 10 years on it now because I can see this aging into an absolute gem. And it's one of those things where it's like a perfect example of what I was talking about in the beginning, which is revisiting beers. I cannot tell you how long it's been since I've had not just a Chouffe beer, but just the niche Chouffe. And, it's something I had probably quite a bit of back in the day. It's just, a lot of these Belgians get lost with time. And if I'm going to reach for a Belgian, or so, Belgian, when I say that, I mean style, for all you crazy region Nazis out there. Because, and there's some great Belgians that come from Netherlands, stuff like that in Europe. I'm going to go for some of the old schoolers. I'm going to go for, your Westmalle, you're going to go for your Koningshoven, your La Trappe, I'm going to go for, St. Bernardus. Chouffe is one I typically kind of skip. So to actually get back into it and have one and just be this kind of, I wouldn't say blown away by it. I'm more blown away by the fact that I don't drink as much Belgian as I used to do, and that kind of pisses me off a little bit, but just feel as comfy. This is a warm blanket to me. This is a home-cooked meal. This is hanging out with your family in Christmas time, so it's kind of apropos. And it's just a comfort in a what's the word I'm looking for? You know it. Familiarity. That is just super comforting. Now, is that me? Is that just me? Am I gushing because that's what I remember? Could be. Or it could be, if you have a taste for Belgians, I'm guessing this would do you. Especially for the darks. Especially if you're just getting into it and you're looking for new Belgians. Because it's not like Chouffe is an unknown fucking entity in the beer world. I mean, they've been around forever. They're probably one of the more easily attainable beers that are probably distributed by, let's see, Duvel Mograt. So it's one of the bigger kind of distributors, kind of, you know what I mean, in the world. Duvel, they have this, they have, they own the Boulevard, Omegang, fucking Firestone Walker, so you've had their beers before. So if you see those beers in your shelves, you're going to see this beer. But it's more kind of, if you're into these kind of beers and you want to try some of the better ones, this is definitely up there, especially in the winter, for winter warmer variety. Let's go that way. I wouldn't call it a quad, wouldn't call it a dark. It's more of a winter warmer, so they're right on point with what they're saying. But in the end, it's just tasty. It's Belgian through and through. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better Belgian darks or Belgian winter warmers? Let's just go darks. that I've had in a while. It's worthy of the conversation. I still put some of the big heavy hitters that I love so much ahead of these, but it's pretty damn tasty and super happy welcome addition to a night of beer reviews. It's been about a week since I've done a beer review, getting over a little sniffles. So yeah, good stuff. Bang availability. I forget, man. It's a Belgian. So if you see Chouffe beers, you're going to see it, and it's probably $20, maybe a little bit less for a 4-pack. And if you like, well, you like this, if you like Belgian darks, if you like Belgian winter warmers, I mean, it's a little on the nose, but that's what it is. It's a very tasty version of those. So if it's been a while since you've had this beer, and you like darks, and you kind of shy away from Chouffe, give it a whirl, because it's tasty. And if you have good friends and family, there you go. That's what Belgian beers are for me now. I used to not be much of a seasonal beer drinker, but I'm becoming more of a seasonal beer drinker as I get older. And this is a very kind of holidays, kind of Christmas time kind of beer for me. So, yeah, buy some, share some, enjoy some. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Right down there, words and stuff. Rate me. Massive Beers. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram on tap. Say what's up. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice Belgian dark right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.